And another priest. It's like 3 classes all over the place. Priest, Paladin, Mage, Priest in this order. And a random Warlock. I think I keep this. Didn't want to play a Direwolf Alpha on 2, but now that I got this hand, I kinda wish I had it back. But maybe I just coin out the Tuskarr. Yes, I definitely do, and then I play the Cleric on hopefully either the Totem or the Tuskarr. Maybe none of them. This will be a 3-3, doesn't really matter, right? Kinda does. Let's do it. Okay. Thought something like Mana Tide would have been fun. Or Totem Golem.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Okay. Well, I have this thing myself.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Problem is he goes first now. And I don't really have a good curve here. Smite? Oh, okay.
I am freed from the curse.
At least he can't Cabal. This lines up quite well against this. Let's see what this guy hits. If he has something like another Smite or Shadowward Pain or a Valance Chosen. Don't hit, please. Face. Whew! I can hex it now, that's good. This was really important.
Take this blade.
I don't save it. I can do this now. That's good. I wanted to Totem, but I need some power on the board. He has 6 mana available. Okay. That's rough. I'm at 15, wow. Is it Fel Reaver time? Let's do it. I think he doesn't have enough cheap cards to burn me out fast. And I can get rid of this with these. Oh, that's too far. Oh no, I burned a Deathwing. Oh no. This is really, really sad. Face damage shouldn't matter too much here. I'll just get in some favorable trades and then I hope this doesn't get into fatigue. At least I have the Kraken.
Is someone injured?
Ah. Stop it. Maybe I was too early with it. Aw, seriously? Okay. He wants to burn me out. Like big time. Let's see if this works. If he has a Light Bomb or Shadowward Death, it might. All these good cards. Okay. It's not Kraken time yet, so I'll definitely go. Like, these are my last cards I'll have for the rest of the game. Whereas he will draw and draw and draw, so I should definitely get rid of this. Hey Dorgan, how many TGT packs will you open? About About 35, 85 I suppose. It's not clear yet because I will spend all my gold. I'll spend all my gold, so it a little bit depends on the success, but it seems like it will be at least like 85. And of course, if someone donates, then it will be a little bit more. Cabal?
Your magic shall
Spellbreaker. Okay, he'll definitely play another card and then I'm fatigued and then we'll have to see what happens. This might be enough power to kill him. And this is useless, that's good. I don't want to open up myself to Holy Nova. So I think I kill this, like too much. If one of his cards is Light Bomb, I instantly lose. But if not, that's like almost enough damage already.
I am the blade of the gods.
Okay. This trades up very well here. I would be a little bit more confident if I still had if one of these cards were Deathwing. Yeah, well, that's obviously what has to happen. That's 7. It trades up to this, so I probably should do this. Especially given that I will have like it's costed 2 already, yeah. So I'm at 9 basically, so he doesn't need this much damage. 17, 21. So I could put him down to 5. He goes up to 7. If I trade here, he'll take 13, goes up to 15. Yeah, I can kill him next turn anyway. So. He needs a very specific set of cards now. General Death would help. It's like 7, 9 then. I still win in 2 turns. Whew. And another Paladin.
I will fight with honor for Doomhammer.
And since we are at 10 wins, I suppose he has at least like 2 consecrations and at least 1 true super champion. These guys are amazing today. With having all the cards they need. They usually don't expect Deathwing though. The Fireguard Destroyer showed up a lot during my first games. I haven't seen him quite some time now. Don't think that I want to coin out something. My deck isn't guaranteed to get good curves here. Like a 3 and a 4, so I might have to skip the 4. Also, I'm not sure if I want to play this or this against whatever he plays. And neither, it seems. Wow. Ah, well, it's good enough. Can do something like Shattered, Coin, Earthshock. Kill this. Like, it's not a disaster if he pushes it to 5. I still have like the 2 1/1s anyways. So my 2-drop trades against his 2-drop. Will be a little bit harder to play the Mad Bomber then though. Okay. I guess this will heal a lot then. Not sure how I like it. I'm also not quite sure about this turn.
What to do?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
The problem is you can hit the Shatter and hit this. It seems like everything got very slow. I mean, none of the games were over like super soon. So it seems like TGT slowed down the arena meta quite a bit, and now he could like hit this, and then that's like a very valuable play, or it would be at least. If I go for this, he just consecrates again, right? But all my minions are weak to consecration anyways. So if he hits this, Hero Powers, plays a 3-drop, it's not too bad. Got a lot of value then. So seems like I might not be able to win card advantage wise just because of this minion. Maybe. 2-5 are also quite good stats actually. It's better than most 2-4s that you usually have on 3. Oh boy, it's even worse now. Oh wow. That's a great turn. And I'm 1 minion off doing a clear here. My 3-2s all die to this. My 3-6 dies to this plus weapon. So I guess I play just 2 3-2s. Oh, this was close. Damn it. Totem Duck, Iron Dwarf, Valiant, Totem, I guess. Looks a little bit desperate right now, especially if he has a consecration now. And the 4-4 lines up very well, very badly against his 4-1. A lot of bad things can happen here. That's one of the lesser bad things. I think at least. It still lines up quite well, but if I do it like, do I want to? That's good. Somewhat. I'm not sure. Now I have to do this. Otherwise I give him 4-drop charge. And then he has a 4-drop and this guy. This guy trades very well into my Dark Iron Dwarf. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
I just have to stabilize. This seems quite okay. I need one more turn until I can play the Kraken. No, I cannot take 6 here. I have to wait until I find my fast or big cards. Deathwing, Bomb Lobbers. Jeez. I have so many big minions! How's this possible?
Reporting for duty.
Shit. This really broke my neck. Especially without having taunts in the deck. That's just really, really, really bad. That's 11, 13, 14, 15. I have no way of surviving here, I think, other than drawing something off this Cult Master, which I wouldn't even know what. Or maybe getting a Taunt Totem. It's like 11, 13. It's probably my best bet. I mean, I could draw a Hex of this Cult Master, right? It's still not a position where I actually win something. Trades his Worgen into my Cult Master. He still has his 5-6 around. This is gone. Miss Lethal! Come on, guy, Miss Lethal. I have Deathwing now. Oh no, I have to wait one more turn anyways. Okay, this was like the fastest deck I've played against so far. And I knew that it was hard against fast decks, but went very well so far. So I kinda hoped I could squeeze in the win here also. But, yeah, he just realized it. Would have been fun to go 12-0 the first game and the first run of the day, but okay. Oh, it's another Shaman!
For Doomhammer, the elements will destroy you.
Someone who didn't get the option of, I don't know, Paladin, Mage, Priest. Oh wow, if I don't get a totem that can attack, that's like very bad hand. I don't like to throw this in right there, but I maybe have to. I guess I have to. It's like a 2-3-4. Or a 2-3-4, so I kinda have to take it. No, it's like a low value curve. At least he cannot coin Powermace, because he just coined. Hopefully he doesn't play a Spider Tank now. Spider Tank would be really bad. Wow.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Wow. That's still pretty bad. Because he can kill... Most of the time he can kill the Totemic with this guy. Then run this into the totem. Oh god, okay. Good totem. Good totem. It's not a good totem. This guy isn't great. It has its merits, but the ability of getting just one of these totems is actually quite bad.
From the curse.
Dark Iron, this one seems kinda nice. But I have to kill this one, of course. Where are all my fast cards? Bomb Lobbers, Stormpike Commandos. No. Shit. I'll lose this too. It's pretty obvious now. I have to throw this in. Take another 9 damage this turn. There's basically no way that I can recover if I don't draw my Fen Creeper. And even then, he still has like stuff to play like this. Probably 7 attack. Okay, and I just burned my Bomb Lobber. Fuck. That's 6 damage, that's 7. So. It's 10. I'm pretty much dead. What a sad day. What a sad game.
There is a lot.
It's probably over. I mean, he still has 4 cards also. I mean, if he was in top decking mode, I could potentially pull something off. By like trading here, do something with these totems. Wow. But I'm just dead anyways. Wow, these were 2 crushing games. I hear the sound of the key. Ah. Don't think that I did anything wrong there. I just had no opportunity of getting on the board somehow. Him calling out the abusive was pretty good. Because the abusive lined up so well against my Totemic. And I didn't get a... like, if I got a totem golem from this Totemic... yeah, would have been a lot of different game, but... oh, look at that, it's another Paladin.
I will fight with honor.
Or, yeah, well, let's say Powermace. Would have been great against this Whirling also. I'm keeping it. Bah. At least he mulligan or cards, so... well, this might be helpful. Really hope that he doesn't play a 2-3 now. Then I probably just totem. Okay. Let's start with this. If he coins out an Ogre Brute, for example, I can just die with Alpha.
Reporting for duty.
There's basically no need to equip the Powermace here. Rather develop my board. I won't play into Consecration next turn. Because they always have it.
Not on my watch.
Well, that's annoying.
Elements guide me.
10-10 Fell Reaver. It's possible, but...
Reporting for duty.
I need to get the 2-3 basically of this mind control deck. And my next play is just totem anyways, so not even...
Engaging TC-130 until dislocated.
almost.
Elements guide me.
Still had both my other mechs in the deck too. Aww. Guess that's big enough to hex. Which means it's just hero power one more turn.
Who are you?
Pen Creeper doesn't really line up against this. Not feeling great for this game either. It's like 10-0 into 10-3. Would be pretty devastating. Stop it. So I can't even play with the Spawn Lobber thing. I go with this route then. That's big enough. And that's pretty good.
Who are you?
Behold the might of Stormwind!
That's rough. At least he's not going to hero power again. So I can set this to 2 health. Still has so many cards. He's 2 cards up on me. This was... I need my Deathwing again probably, and until then I need him to drop some cards. So,
Let me think.
It'll be rough. Good result for me.
Reporting for duty.
This was a bad turn for him. Finally. It's the same stats. I don't need the taunt right now. But having more minions and more invaluable hero powers should be good. Although maybe I just no.
I am freed from the curse.
There is a lot at stake.
Would have liked to get immediate value this turn. Maybe I should have played the Fan Creeper instead, but I think to have it next turn is alright also. It's still like he has so many cards and I can't win with just these. Oh god. Maybe Fan Creeper would have been better. Never mind. Nothing. Well, yeah. Fan Creeper would have been better. In this case. This even lines up against this very well.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Join or die, or both.
Okay.
That was a mistake.
Yep. It was. Ha! That's a great draw.
Push forward.
So now I can bait out whatever removal he might have, and then I come up with a Fell Reaver. Then maybe the Deathwing, but I don't have card draw other than a Loot Hoarder, I think. Healing Totem value here, that's good.
Is this the fishing tournament?
Oh, now he knows. Shit.
Right on time.
Okay, so we know that he doesn't have a good answer here. Guess I want to get rid of the max energy. Okay, so could have done 12 damage to his face actually. Whoops. But I'm in a close spot either. So he can maximum burn me like 12 cards if he plays his whole hand. Feels alright. Oh, the Taunt Totem is really, really helpful here. Might even set up lethal. Healing Totem's great if he has a Consecration. Like, Consecration is pretty bad, but... Oh, now the card spamming begins. Of course. So he has a lot of small cards. Oh no, burn to Deathwing. think I have lethal anyways, right? 17 damage there. Yep. Oh. Bam! Whew! Yeah, the Kraken is performing way better than I expected. Final boss. What a surprise, it's a mage. Okay, so since this is the last game anyways, my games were 6 paladins, 3 priests, 3 mages, 1 shaman, 1 warlock. Wow, that's lopsided. Seems like I might not have something to buff. Getting the Kraken early is also not what I wanted.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
I don't know if I want to coin Powermace against this. Maybe Earthshock is worth it. Yeah, I guess so. It's a 1-drop for a 1-drop. I guess it counts. Need something to buff for the Cleric. That's a good Powermace target. Yeah, no, I don't want him to Frostbolt or like this away entirely. Good thing is it can also deal with his 3-drop most of the time if it's not Spider Tank or Ogre Brood. Oh. Let's see if he has a spell. There's like no reason to hit his face with that, because if he has a Frostbolt or Fireball, he will use it anyway. Okay, okay. Arcane Missiles is... oh, wow.
Well played.
Okay, this sucks for him. Okay, starting off with a 12-win game. Nice!
You claimed the top arena prize, the Lightforge key.
Oh! Okay, I was a little bit too pessimistic about the stack, but especially in the first games, I got like very good draws the whole time. Like we've seen in both of these games what can happen if the opponent has some amount of fast cards and I just play like Puddlestomper, Flesheating Ghoul, Dark Iron Dwarf on curve. But other than that, the oh, now you can scroll and see the deck still, that's great. But this turned out to be better than expected, especially this Kraken. Like, the 4 damage is a pretty huge swing. And I actually didn't draw it too early most of the time, which helped. The Deathwing was really good, but also especially because it didn't show up like in my opening hand for, I think, almost all of the games. Maybe there was one game where it showed up very early, but in most of the game it was quite hidden, quite deep into my deck, which I actually appreciate. Thanks, Deathwing. You definitely won me like 2 or 3 games I wouldn't have won without this card. The other cards were actually like impact cards or stalling cards or value cards or fast cards. So this turned out to work well. So since this was the first TGT run, let's see what the... like, I feel like the new meta is a little bit slower than the TGT meta was. You don't get like the sick back openings you could have gotten earlier. There are still like an intense amount of true silver champions and consecrations and flame strikes around, so you still have to play around these cards, obviously. And there are cards like Thunderbluff Valiant that in a slower meta, like the arena is in general, slower than constructed usually, get some really good value. Also there's Maiden of the like squeezing in 2 totems and then giving them to attack and stuff was quite fun. I didn't pull it off too often, but I didn't have too much synergy anyways, so. The Tuskarr Totemic is like, it was nice when I got the Flame Tongue totem. It was also okay. it's okay if you get like a mana tide totem, but if you just get a random O2 totem, it's like usually meh, because they can just kill it anyways, especially if you're behind. If you're ahead, the Totemic's quite nice though. Okay. Did they change this animation? Was like, or was I probably have to watch an old video. A golden rampage, great, and a GVG pack. Well, okay, but this is like a lot of gold, so a little bit more packs. So I can open this pack actually right away. Whoops. Oh,